Yes, there you are! Hooray! Oh, Alison, it's wonderful to see you.
Good morning. Good morning.
I think we'll just give it a minute or two, because 10:20 is the start time, and I know it's a little tiny bit earlier than that where you are, regardless. But yeah, so we're here. How are you doing?
I am doing awesome. We had what looks like you have right now. We had like 2 days ago, so it's just been really cold and wet.
It's beginning to look
And
a lot
no
like
snow is sticking.
Canada Christmas.
Yeah, I guess we were in a donut. I'm here in Halifax, everybody, and I guess we were in the center of the wind donut, so we didn't have as bad of a wind as the rest of the province, but it was still pretty chilly last night walking downtown. Well, I'd say the north end of Halifax. Yeah.
Okay, so we'll officially start now. Okay, great. Hi, everybody. It's Kim, Guide to Good, and this is a Digital is Doable session to make digital doable for local companies. Today, I'm really excited because we have a special guest, Alison from AKC Consulting. She is amazing and lovely, and she was a huge help to Guide to Good last year. 2022, and continues to be. So, Alison, thank you so much for joining us today.
Oh, thanks for having me here on this blustery morning.
Yeah, so I'm in the back garden at the Guide to the Good office in St. John's. You're in Halifax. And this is it. We are where we are, and there's good things about every day, no matter what the weather. Today, we are talking about showing up no matter what the weather is. And particularly, we're talking about title tags. So you've got a ton of things to say about that. But for our viewers, our members, and some people know a lot, some people don't know as much. Title tags, from what I know from you and other places, are when you're on the back end of your website, you're going in, you're typing something in a very early option bar to type it in, and it has a limited number of characters, and what you type in there is what shows up when people search.
So the title tag is basically the title of your content. So whether it's your page or your blog post or the product you're selling on your website, the title, much like a book, right, is the title of the thing. So it shows up in a couple of places. The first is, as Kim alluded to, when someone is searching on Google and you see the results, you see that list of stuff, that title is the title tag. It's also what you see when you yourself are browsing on your browser of your computer. Up in the top left-hand corner of your browser window is also the title tag. That's how you know in your tabs, oh, that's my tab for Facebook. That's the tab for this great yarn I'm going to buy. That's also where the title tag shows up. So from a very early stage, the title tag is important because it tells humans what the heck this page is. So the thing that I want to tell everyone today is there's a little more interesting juice about the title tag we might not know about.
We love it.
And that is the title tag should, I think a lot of us stop short of filling it out completely. So on average, it could be about 50 to 70 characters. Now, if it's longer, it doesn't mean anything bad's going to happen. It just means that maybe on a mobile phone, some of it will be cut off because mobile phones are only so long. So what you can do in a title tag, I'll get a great example, like your about page of your website. A lot of people just call their about page about. And that's okay. But let's say you're a local chocolatier, you might want to get a little more robust with your about title and call it about the Newfoundland chocolatier around since 1955 or something a little more robust, so that when it comes up in search, now we're not only saying it's about you, but also the name of your company, where you're located, and a little tidbit that might help when people are looking up chocolatiers in Newfoundland. Maybe they want to work with, or maybe they want to buy from a company that's been around a long time. So reserve the right, darlings, to make your title tag a bit longer and more descriptive instead of just about, contact, services. Reserve the right to talk about who it's for, where you're located, what you're offering, or any other juicy tidbits. And the last piece is we will do all this hard work, And maybe Google will still change your title on you. So that does happen. So it is important to periodically go Google yourself, darlings, and figure out, did Google change it? It will normally change it only if it's really short or really too long. And you should stop and pause and see, maybe what Google wrote was actually better. It actually makes more sense what they said, because they can read your content and decide to put something else in there. It doesn't happen a lot, but it has been known to happen. So there you go, title tags. They can be a lot of fun and can add a lot of help for both bots and people.
Awesome. There was one specific example I wanted to share, and it is for one of our Guide to the Good members. It's a catering and cooking school, and we set up two different titles for it, really, because it showed up in two different places on the website. One of them was Time Catering and Cooking School, and the other one was Healthy Home Cooked Meals, or something like that. So when we looked on the search results, and Time Catering and Cooking School got 300 and something hits in a specific period of time, which was great. People were looking for it, they found it, they went to it. That's great. But there were 425 people who searched out of the blue and came up with Time Catering or came up with Healthy Home Cooked Meals. So it's interesting, right? Because the same information with different titles showed up for different people, which it would, right?
And just to clarify, those have to be two different pages. You can't have multiple titles on a page. So these have to be separate pages unless you're A/B testing, which I don't really recommend. Like, pick a title, rewrite it, let it sit for 6 months. Like, don't be getting excited and changing your title tags all the time. So these would be two separate pages. So their titles would be different. But we got to remember, Google believes that every page is its own entity. Every page is a specific job. So it's possible the page about healthy foods or was meals was very specific to meal creation or meal placement or meal services, where the other one was more about the actual company itself. So just to clarify with folk, you don't have multiple title tags. You can only have one title tag per page.
Yeah. And that was kind of, the thing of having the two. So, we've changed that. But the interesting thing for me was the value, if you will, of people who searched and got there, because for the people who wanted time and they got the time, that was perfect. But for people who wanted healthy home cooked meals, which they can get from Time, and they may not have known about them, I thought that might be a bit interesting as well. But there might be other ways to sort of sort that out for different.
Do you mean, but when you say those two pieces, do you mean people Googled two different terms, or you mean two different pages had two different titles?
I do mean two pages had two different titles.
Yeah, exactly. And of course, in the grand world of SEO, your title tag doesn't rule everything. There's a lot of other things at play. We're just doing a nice digestible piece. But if you want to show up on SEO, you're not going to win by changing your title, darlings. It all comes down to juicy content, lots of great content written in a way that your ideal reader wants to read it in.
Absolutely. Hooray! And we have an awful lot of people who want to read content that on Guide to Good, because we are so full of information about locally owned, locally operated, locally headquartered companies that bring so many things to market, have tremendous growth potential. We're really excited and proud to help use digital marketing to get the message out about all these great companies that are here, because they're awesome. And you are awesome. Thank you so much, Alison, for sharing your knowledge and wisdom and fun spirit to the things that Guide to Good does, offline and right now online. So it's great to see you, and I hope you have a nice holiday.
Thank you so much, everybody, and keep rocking it with your small businesses. We're keeping the whole world afloat. Mwah.
Bye. Okay, I'm just going to sign off as well because I think we're done. So this is Kim Todd with Digital is Doable, Project of Guide to Good. I want to say a quick thank you to the provincial government who helped with a JCP for the digital guide position, which has enabled Guide to the Good to bring people these Digital is Doable sessions all year. So it's been a great experience for us. It's been a great positive experience for Guide to the Good members, and I hope for anybody else who's been kind enough to to watch with us and hopefully learn cool things, because digital is doable. We can do this. We have the goods, we have the smarts, we have the capacity to bring Newfoundland and Labrador products and services to market here, throughout the province and around the world through digital marketing. And it's really cool to help with that. If you are looking for a way to do that, you can check out our roadmap to marketing local. You can find it on our website, www.goods.ca. It's called 5 Ways to Know, Sell, and Grow for local companies. This is it for 2022. It's been a wild year. Thanks so much for being with us, and looking forward to seeing you all again in 2022. Take care. Bye.